If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. I post a new Tom Brady video every day.
Jenna Lane covers the Bucs for ESPN. She was able to parse some reporting here, which is interesting because there was so much flying around. Namely, Brown was not benched before leaving the field. There was some sourcing that said he quit, the source said. Brown is not flying back to Tampa on the team plane. A source told Lane. You would imagine the plane is now in the air. And teammates Mike Evans and O.J. Howard attempted to calm Brown down before he left sideline mid-game. If you were watching the game, you indeed did see that. So that's the latest from our Bucs reporter, Jenna Lane. He essentially quit.
AB, no contrition, never apologetic, mocks others, blames the media for starting the drama. And I know nobody cares about the media, but just Wikipedia Antonio Brown and how he's treated people. Expelled in college at Florida International, robbing delivery truck people, stiffing other people. Never so much as an ounce of sympathy for any of those people. He's simply very hard to feel bad for.
Damian, you're a former Jet. I'm just going to get right to it. Everybody in the world has seen this. Your thoughts on what's going on with the Antonio Brown situation, who obviously stripped off the clothing, got out of there, and is no longer with the Bucs.
Yeah, listen, I just think there's something deeper going on, Zubin. For a guy to just up and just leave in the middle of a game. I've never seen anything like this. It's such bizarre behavior. I don't want to speculate, but, I honestly hope he gets some help, man, because I've never seen anything like that.
What happened to Antonio Brown? Did he quit? I've never seen a guy leave a field like that, and is this the last strike for him?
He is no longer a Buck. All right, that's the end of the story. Let's talk about the guys that went out there and won the game.
I think we all want, him to just think everybody should find, hopefully do what they can to help him in ways that he really needs it. And, we all love him. We care about him deeply. We want to see him be at his best, and, unfortunately won't be with our team.
Okay, now Antonio Brown did tweet as well. Simply, Super Gremlin. You see the emoji there with what you saw, the comments from Bruce Arians, the comments from Tom Brady, and an acknowledgement from Antonio Brown. How do you see this situation right now?
Well, listen, I think this is the end of Antonio Brown as a player in the National Football League, which is unfortunate. When I look at Antonio Brown, you're talking about as far as on the field. For most of his career, he was having a Hall of Fame career.
Team structure matters. Football has a playbook the size of a small town phone book. And he has crossed the line so many times. Mike Evans made a concerted effort to help him on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers sideline. Wouldn't listen to him. Arians asked him to go in multiple times. Wouldn't listen to him. And look, I get Tom Brady saying, don't judge. Boy, it would be a lot easier to put your arms around somebody who gave me any indication he cared about anybody beyond himself.
His last game in Pittsburgh where, he basically quit. The Oakland Raiders at the time, he quit. And now with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the same thing has happened. So, again, I don't want to speculate on, the mental state of Antonio Brown and, all those type of things. But I just feel like, man, I hope he gets some help, because the type of behavior that we've been seeing out of him is just, I haven't seen anything like that, in my 12 plus years as a player and, a decade here on television. I've just never seen this type of behavior before.
Tom Brady allowed him to move into his house with his family, taking off his shirt. That's the respect he paid for Tom Brady. Those actions. At some point, Antonio Brown has to be responsible. At some point, people in this league will stop enabling him.
There was a 6-year stretch where Antonio Brown was better than any wide receiver that was playing pro football. He was that good. I don't think it can be overstated how dominant he was for that stretch in Pittsburgh. And, unfortunately, the run since leaving Pittsburgh has been really ugly. And, it's interesting because Bruce Arians' comments after the game, I don't think have the same tone that Tom Brady's or Le'Veon Bell's have after the game. So, look, I would say this. I think it's just bad on a lot of fronts, for Antonio Brown in his career, because I would also agree with Damian that it's probably the last we see of him in the National Football League. And, it is a great opportunity for so many players, and it can change your lives in so many ways, to kind of forfeit or ruin it for whatever reason. I just hate seeing that for any player.
Yeah, last thing I should mention here, because there has been so much talk about what has happened with the Raiders, what happened here today, what happened with that brief stay with New England. To Tim's point, this guy was on the NFL all-decade team last decade, the entire decade. He was the starting wide receiver on the all-decade team. And think about all the stats he could have accrued with all the games he missed. Just statistically, we're worried about him as a person, but just on the field, his production cannot be understated.
And then Antonio Brown, were you aware that he had quit and then left the team?
I have heard about it. I didn't see what happened. I was kind of in the game, so I didn't really see what happened. I heard, but I didn't really, I can't really get into or see it because I didn't see what happened, so I don't know.
I know you still don't understand, or you're still not aware of what's going on with Antonio, but he's no longer part of the team. And as someone that's known him for a long time, how do you kind of plan to approach things with him? Will you reach out to him to see if he's okay?
Yeah, of course. Once I found out, like, when we got in the locker room at the end of the game, I instantly sent him a text, try to catch up with him real quick. Obviously, he texted me back and talked to him. He's still one of my close friends. Like, you won't hear me talking bad about AB at all. I obviously understand things happen, but, he's one of my closest friends that, I've been around, close teammates, overall good person, obviously some bad decision-making sometimes, but, he's human. He's not perfect. And, we'll continue to move on without him, and keep moving forward.
As someone that does care about him so much, how hard is it to see something like this happen?
It's tough. It's tough. Obviously, when I came over here, I was, happy to be reunited with him. Unfortunately, it was only, 2 games. But, at the end of the day, I wish the best for him, outside of football or wherever next for him. He's still one of my closest friends. Like I said, I'll still be hanging out with him, talking to him on a daily basis. And, and I'll continue to try to make plays for this team.
That's it for this video. I post a new Tom Brady video every day, so please like and subscribe. That way you'll always have a new Tom Brady video to watch every single day. Thanks for watching.